Archangel Michael says, "The sky bends toward your name and the hourglass tightens around one single date, August 16th. I stand at your doorway with a sword of light that never dims, because the path before you flickers with hidden wires. The world thinks this is an ordinary evening, but tonight carries a sealed envelope with your name pressed into its wax. The message arrives like a hush that fills the whole room. You feel it in your chest first, the way a quiet drumbeat grows into a call that cannot be denied. Heaven is not whispering to the crowd, it is calling you by name with urgency and care. This is very serious, and it carries the weight of a turning point. A shadow believes you will walk into it without noticing, but the light has already mapped its movement. That is why your steps matter so much right now. I do not bring fear, I bring clarity that burns like morning. The truth does not tremble, and neither will you once you see what is unfolding. Jesus reaches for you with a kindness that never runs out, asking you to stay close to safety. The date glows like a warning sign, but it also opens a guarded door. Where others might fall, you will stand, because the plan against you has already been photographed by the light. Nothing hidden will remain hidden once you choose this guidance. A very bad message tries to plant itself near your life on August 16th. It prepares papers of confusion, echoes of betrayal, and sudden coldness from a voice you once trusted. Yet the wind shifts when you choose to hear this voice from heaven. I am sent to make the turning visible. I am sent to teach your feet where not to go, and your hands what not to sign. I am sent to pull a thorn before it poisons the blood of your hope. You are not late to your rescue. You are right on time for protection to fit you like a shield. This is why the call reached you today, before the mark on the calendar turns its page. Your name has been spoken in rooms where you did not walk. Your image has been taken in a mirror of rumor that tries to distort what is true. The light keeps your true face intact, untouched by the dust that others try to throw. You will feel a stirring at the edges of your day. The stirring is not panic, it is instruction wrapped in peace. Follow it and you will walk past snares as if they were only smoke. The danger wants you tired and distracted. It wants you hurrying, signing, accepting, and agreeing without reading the lines beneath the lines. Today you step out of that trap with calm strength. I carry pages of instruction that fit your life like a key. Each page closes a door that was left ajar by old habits. Each page opens a window to let breath and light flood your room. First, protect your time and your boundaries on August 16th, keep the start of your day clear of sudden visits, strange requests, and rushed decisions. Begin the morning with a steady pace and a guarded mind. Second, protect your voice. Do not speak your plans to people who cheer too loudly in public and grow silent in private. Silence now is not weakness, it is wisdom that saves you from a costly step. Third, protect your signatures and your screens. Read every word, verify every sender, and confirm every request through a channel you trust. The small pause you take becomes the wall a lie cannot climb. Fourth, protect your home from unnecessary traffic. Keep the door closed to anyone who arrives with urgency but offers no honesty. Peace belongs inside your rooms, and you have the right to keep it there. The day tries to rush you, but you will not be rushed. The world tries to shake you, but you will not be shaken. Your stillness is a fortress that snare setters cannot enter. I see a conversation that feels innocent on the surface. It tries to warm you with familiarity while its hand reaches for your pockets and your papers. You will recognize the cold behind the smile as soon as you breathe and look again. The pattern has been repeating quietly for weeks. Small favors turned into small obligations, and small obligations tried to become ropes. Today the ropes turn into dust in your hands. You will receive a message that claims to be urgent. It will say that your delay is dangerous and your trust is required right now. The truth is that your delay is your safety and your trust must be earned, not demanded. The attack dresses itself in the colors of help. It will imitate support and carry a tone of concern. In reality, it is a net that tightens only when you step into it without checking the threads. You are not alone in this hour. Your name is written on a banner of protection that moves with you. The light does not leave you at the threshold, it walks into every room ahead of you. I place a post at the door of your choices. Everything that tries to pass must answer the light before it can come near. That is how we keep the wolves in their own fields and your path free of teeth. There was a time when you thought you had to handle everything alone. That time ends today. A guard of peace stands at your right hand, and a guard of courage stands at your left. Your heart will feel heavier than usual on the evening before August 16th. It is not a burden, it is a signal. The signal says to prepare, to clear your mind, and to reduce the noise around you. You are to hold your conversations in a tighter circle for a short time. You are to park your attention where it cannot be stolen. You are to listen for quiet instructions that arrive like steady rain. The person who means to harm you pretends to forget. They pretend to forget promises, dates, and things they owe. In truth, they remember everything that benefits them and nothing that protects you. This is not your fault. Your kindness opened doors because kindness is your nature. Now your wisdom joins your kindness and guards your house. On the morning of August 16th, begin with a small light in your room. Let it be the first thing your eyes meet. Let your breath slow down and settle your bones like stones that know how to hold their ground. Drink water and choose calm food. Keep your phone from dictating the first hour of your day. Set a simple list of the 3 most vital things and move through them without bowing to surprise. You may feel a pull to visit a certain place. Check the reason twice and the route twice. If the pull is only pressure from another person, release it and stay where your peace remains strong. Someone will tell you that delay will cost you everything. In truth, delay will save you from losing what matters. Pressure is not proof and rush is not wisdom. Another person will arrive with a story that triggers your compassion. They will speak of need, urgency, and shared history. You can care without handing over your safety. This day is not meant to crush you. It is meant to expose what has tried to crush you in secret. The exposure becomes the beginning of a cleaner season. I have seen your tears when no one else stayed long enough to listen. I have seen your courage when no one else had eyes to notice. These things are counted and honored, and they are the reason help is here right now. You are allowed to outgrow old roles that kept you small. You are allowed to say no without apology. You are allowed to keep your treasure where it is protected and valued. There is a detail you almost forgot, and it matters. Look at the corner of your desk, the second folder, the envelope with a smudge near the seal. Guard it and keep it from curious hands until this date passes. There is a name that keeps returning to your mind. Do not push it away and do not chase it. Hold it at a distance and let the light test it for you. You will notice small confirmations as the day unfolds. A call that fails to connect at the exact right moment. A meeting that shifts to a different hour and saves you from a bad room. The trap is fragile around you now. It depended on your hurry and your fear. Once you stand in calm strength, the net loses its only power. You cannot miss what belongs to you. What is yours remains yours, guarded and sealed. The only thing you will miss is a loss that never needed to happen. You will receive clarity regarding a financial matter. Keep records, ask for written confirmations, and decline any request that bypasses the normal path. Your boundary is a blessing, not a burden. A voice will accuse you of being difficult. The accusation is a mask that falls the moment you refuse to rush. Firmness is not cruelty, it is stewardship of your life. Do not enter unfamiliar portals or links on this day. Do not install what you did not request. Do not approve what you did not initiate. A letter may arrive that carries a heavy tone. Hold it in your hand and breathe before you read. Let the light sit with you as you open it, and you will see what matters and what does not. If a signature is pushed toward you, pause. Ask for time and take it fully. Read the smallest lines because the smallest lines are the most expensive ones. A person you once trusted will try to remind you of old favors. Gratitude is not a leash and favors are not chains. You are free to choose what is wise now. You will remember this day not for the fear it tried to bring, but for the strength you discovered. Your back will straighten. Your voice will find the note that steadies the room. There will be silence after you say no. The silence will feel strange at first, like a sudden change in weather. Then you will feel a calm you have not felt in a long time. In the afternoon, take a short walk or stand beneath a window. Let the sky touch your eyes and wash away the grit of old worries. You are not running, you are arriving at yourself. Your decisions today ripple forward. They create clean corridors where confusion once echoed. They invite better people and better opportunities toward you. The person who set the snare will look confused when it fails. Their plan used to work on a version of you that no longer exists. They will have no map for who you are now. Do not gloat and do not curse. Simply walk on with steady steps. The best answer to the darkness is a life that refuses to dim. Evening will come with a soft relief. Your home will feel different, as if the walls exhale with you. Sleep will visit your pillow with an honest kindness. This does not end your journey, but it ends a long season of second-guessing yourself. You will carry new rules that protect your light. You will keep them with simplicity and strength. When the next day rises, you will notice how much space you have recovered. Your mind will hold more room for good work and true love. Your calendar will no longer bend around people who do not respect you. Remember these anchor lines for the days ahead. Slow is safe when pressure is loud. Calm is strong when drama is bright. The right allies will not fear your boundaries. They will be grateful for the clarity. They will meet you in the middle with honesty that feels like fresh water. Your hands will learn to release what tries to bruise them. Your heart will learn to receive what arrives clean. Your eyes will learn to spot the difference quickly. You are stepping into a season where your yes costs energy, and your no creates energy. You will choose with care and watch your strength return. You will guard this return with grace. I stand with you not only today but in the days that follow. My sword is raised for your path. My shield covers your back where your own eyes do not reach. When doubts try to visit, remember how the net failed to tighten. Remember how peace grew larger than panic. Remember how light arrived exactly when the room began to dim. The door that looked dangerous became a mirror that showed your growth. The mirror revealed a person who finally trusts their own wisdom. That trust is the new cornerstone under your feet. Keep your records clear, your conversations simple, and your promises few. Keep your home in order and your devices guarded. Keep your schedule aligned with what strengthens you. The signal that woke you will also guide you. It will hum in the background of your days like a faithful instrument. You will hear it without strain because it now sounds like your own voice. Every time you choose clarity, a chain falls somewhere you cannot see. Every time you pause before agreeing, a thief loses interest. Every time you honor your boundary, your future thanks you. That is how you win this day and this season. That is how you turn a warning into a wall that protects your garden. That is how you walk forward with dignity. You were never meant to live small. You were meant to live clear. You were meant to live safe in the center of your call. The date has no power to break you. The power belongs to the choices you make under the light. With those choices, you step past harm and into a lane built for your feet. Archangel Michael says, your life moves now with a calmer rhythm. Your home keeps warmer light. Your heart remembers what steady feels like. Carry these words where you carry your keys. Let them open the right doors and close the wrong ones. Let them rest in your chest until the habit becomes natural. A field of good things begins to grow from here. Real help finds you. Real love learns your language. You do not need to explain this strength to anyone. You only need to live it. Those who belong with you will recognize it and meet you there. The danger has lost its surprise. The daylight has learned your name. Your path answers with a new echo of courage. Go forward with your head lifted. Go forward with your center steady. Go forward with the light walking a step ahead of you. The sky will look familiar again, but you will see it differently. The colors will feel honest. The air will feel kind. Keep what you learned and use it without drama. Leave behind the noise. Build what lasts and bless what stays. This is how a serious day becomes a strong one. This is how a warning becomes wisdom. This is how your life opens to better seasons. The story that tried to scare you becomes a footnote under your feet. You will walk past it without looking back. You will hold your peace like a precious stone. And when you rest tonight, know that you listened. Know that you acted. Know that you are protected. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the path ahead widens when you take one strong step at a time. You are not being rushed through a storm, you are being escorted through a doorway. Your calm decisions are the key that fits the lock no trick can copy. Begin with the room you wake in and let it become your command center. Keep it clean, keep it quiet, and keep it honest. The stillness here becomes guidance for every other room you will enter. Hold your phone like a tool and not like a master. Disable what distracts and silence what pressures you. Your attention is the rarest coin you possess, and today you spend it with care. Write down the names of the 3 people you trust the most. Place the list where only you can reach it. If a voice outside that circle tries to demand your time, let your list protect you. A message may come wearing the costume of authority. It may include seals, warnings, or deadlines designed to stir fear. Authority without clarity is an empty mask and it cannot command you. You may hear a knock that arrives at an unusual hour. Let your door remain a boundary and not a bridge. A true friend will respect your timing and a false one will push against it. A small expense may be introduced as harmless. It may be framed as temporary, reversible, or necessary to unlock a larger gain. What looks small to the eye can be large to the future, and you have the right to decline. There is a difference between urgency and importance. Urgency shouts, importance speaks. Today you listen for importance and let urgency pass like noise on the street. If documents appear before you, treat each page like a landscape you must travel. Walk slowly across the words, line by line, and reach the end only when your understanding has arrived with you. You are allowed to say you will respond later. A hidden assumption often lives in the first paragraph of any agreement. It hides beneath friendly greetings and polite phrases. Find it and you will see the true cost before you pay it. The person who tries to confuse you will use warmth as a method. They will remind you of shared moments to lower your guard. Connection is not consent and memory is not a contract. You are not responsible for how others react to your boundaries. You are responsible for keeping your life safe. Safety is not selfishness, it is stewardship. Stand in a patch of natural light if you can, even for a minute. Let your breath connect the ground to your chest. When your breath steadies, your choices align. The date that has been marked is not a verdict against you. It is a calendar moment where your wisdom meets a plan that hoped you would be tired. Wisdom fully awake is a wall no thief can scale. If someone asks to use your device, decline with calm kindness. If someone insists on watching you type or enter a code, decline again. You are not creating distance. You are preserving dignity. You will feel a gentle nudge to review recent transactions. Follow the nudge without making noise about it. Quiet review reveals loud errors. When you organize your papers, you organize your mind. Keep a folder for anything that carries your name and a promise. A promise with your name must be guarded as closely as your breath. If travel is required, choose routes that are familiar to your steps. Notify one trusted person of your plan and your expected return. Familiar paths reduce the number of places where confusion can wait. Treat your voice like a clear instrument. Speak slowly, choose simple words, and let silence do the heavy lifting when others try to rush you. Simple speech is hard to twist. A room may suddenly grow cold when a lie enters it. Do not fight the cold with arguments. Warm the room with patience and time, because time is the only weather that strips disguise. Look for patterns rather than isolated moments. A single delay may be an accident, repeated delays reveal intention. The pattern speaks more clearly than any single excuse. You will be tempted to explain your no. Resist the temptation to decorate your boundary with many words. A clean no saves energy you will soon need for better doors. As dusk approaches, check the small corners where carelessness likes to live. Cables that do not belong, links that are not familiar, signatures that were not required. Clearing these corners clears your future. Take inventory of what you owe and what is owed to you. Owing too many people becomes a rope around your decisions. Simplify your agreements and your feet will learn to move freely. When someone brings you news about yourself, ask yourself who benefits if you panic. Then choose not to panic. Panic is the only bridge their story needs, and you do not have to build it. A person may use kindness as a test to see if your guard is down. Receive kindness without paying for it with access. Access is earned by honesty and time, not by sugar on the tongue. Place a small token of resolve where you can see it. A ring, a stone, a folded note with a single word like steadfast. Every glance becomes a reminder that your center holds. You are allowed to exit any conversation that begins to tangle. You are allowed to pause any process that begins to blur. Clarity is your compass and you are holding it. If a memory tries to shame you into compliance, thank it for the lesson and release it. You can be grateful for growth without submitting to manipulation. Growth is forward, not backward. There is a door that used to take your peace every time you touched the handle. Today you pass that door without stopping. Not every door that is open is meant for your feet. Keep a record of what you decided today. Write it plainly in a notebook that belongs only to you. Tomorrow you will bless the version of yourself that left a trail. Consider how you spend your evening light. Choose a quiet task that restores rather than drains. Rest is a strategy, not a luxury. When fear tries to narrate your next move, let it become a statistic and not a story. Note its presence, note its size, and note how it shrinks when you refuse to feed it. You are not ignoring reality, you are choosing your narrator. The person who expected you to crumble will grow silent. They did not plan for your steady pace. Your steady pace is the one thing their map did not include. You will sense which items are truly yours to carry. Responsibilities that once felt heavy will either become lighter or slide off your shoulders. This slide is not failure, it is precision. Precision is how you win the hidden battle. Precision in words, precision in time, precision in who you allow near. Precision removes confusion like wind clearing smoke. Your home is a living witness for your safety. Keep entrances simple, exits clear, and storage honest. A clear space blocks chaos at the threshold. If tears visit, let them cleanse rather than drown. After tears, drink water and stand by a window. Renewal is not dramatic, it is steady. You may notice your appetite changing as your nerves settle. Feed the body as kindly as you plan to feed your days. Kindness to the body becomes clarity for the mind. Prepare a short statement that protects you when faced with pressure. Use words like, "not today," send it in writing, or, "I will decide after review." These sentences are small gates that lead to large safety. If someone reacts badly to your boundaries, they reveal their intention. Let revelation do the work that argument cannot do. When intention is revealed, the choice becomes simple. The tools you use to guard yourself today will remain useful for the next season. Save the notes, keep the checklists, and refine them. Safety that is practiced becomes second nature. You will notice the return of a soft confidence that does not shout. It is not showy and it is not loud. It is a quiet river that keeps moving forward. Your value does not rise or fall with someone else's approval. Your value is not a market. Your value is a steady light that keeps its warmth whether eyes are watching or not. A message may arrive late in the night attempting one more turn of the screw. Do not respond. Night is for rest and morning is for answers. Tomorrow, the ground will feel different beneath your feet. You will step and the step will hold. The fear of falling will no longer drive your speed. This season teaches you the art of small, correct moves. You are not gambling, you are gardening. Every boundary you set is a fence that keeps your growth safe. You have learned how to read the room and how to read yourself. You can trust the reading. You can trust that the peace you feel is not an accident but a sign. Archangel Michael says, "The warning that tried to scare you became the wisdom that settled you. The date that tried to take from you gave you the chance to take back your power. The door that tried to trap you revealed the hallway that leads to your future. There is a ledger in heaven that tallies truth and falsehood. Your side is filled with steady lines, clear words, and clean choices. That ledger is not a threat, it is a mirror that honors your growth. Walk your rooms now and let your eyes rest on each thing you own. If it does not serve your peace, release it. If it does, protect it. You are allowed to be selective with whom you celebrate. Not everyone claps because they love you. Some clap because noise hides their plan. Soon you will notice that the people who remain are the ones who match your pace. They will not rush you or slow you in petty ways. They will move with you like gears that were made for the same machine. Let your days become simple in shape and rich in meaning. Fewer tasks done well create stronger walls than many tasks done halfway. Excellence is a form of safety. Do not apologize for requiring written proof. Do not apologize for taking time to review. Do not apologize for choosing slower paths that keep you safe. There will be quiet victories that no one will see. A signature you did not give. A door you did not open. A message you did not answer. These quiet victories add up and they change your life. They return what anxiety stole. They give your nights back to sleep and your mornings back to purpose. Prepare a small celebration for yourself when the sun rises after the appointed date. Nothing loud and nothing public. A cup, a walk, a breath that tastes like clean air. From here, your decisions begin to stack like solid stones. You build a path that you can trust. Others will try to borrow your steadiness, lend it only to those who treat it with respect. There will always be noise around true things. You no longer mistake noise for guidance. You let it pass like traffic while you remain on the sidewalk of intention. Your future does not need you to be perfect. It needs you to be present, precise, and peaceful. those 3 Ps become your pattern. You have made it through the narrow part of the journey. Ahead is a broader road that still asks for attention but no longer demands your panic. The difference will be clear. Keep your list of trusted names current and small. Keep your documents organized and your signatures rare. Keep your voice warm and your lines firm. Honor the rest that came after the storm tried to form. Honor the strength that grew without anyone's applause. Honor the bright core in you that never agreed to be dim. From this day forward, you will build without rushing. You will accept only what aligns with the peace you fought to recover. You will become the keeper of a garden that grows in any season. And when you look back, you will see the exact moment when clarity won. It was not a shout. It was a simple, steady yes to wisdom and a no to noise. Archangel Michael says, "The hour that once hunted your peace now serves your clarity like a lantern in careful hands." You step with the quiet authority that comes from tested wisdom. Your life rearranges its pieces to protect what truly matters. Today carries simple instructions that look small and act mighty. Keep your plans close and your movements clean. Let every choice pass through the filter of calm. Begin with your surroundings and make them answer to order. A clear table invites clear thought and blocks messy pressure. A clean screen invites clean decisions and blocks noisy demands. Hold a small list in your pocket that contains your rules. No rush, no surprise signatures, no unknown links. If a request breaks a rule, the request ends. Watch for familiar faces carrying unfamiliar urgency. Sudden heat from a cool person reveals strategy, not care. You are not cold for noticing, you are wise for choosing. A pattern has formed in your favor and it will continue. The more you pause, the more disguises fall away. The more you breathe, the more answers arrive without being chased. Treat new opportunities like doors you open an inch. Let the light inspect the threshold before your foot moves. The right door welcomes the pause and the wrong door resents it. Maintain slow hands when you handle money and identity. Keep receipts, confirm sources, and take pictures of important pages. Memory can be tricked, records cannot be bullied. Guard your devices like you guard your heartbeat. Turn off Bluetooth when not in use, update your passcodes, and review app permissions. Silence the apps that shout and keep only the ones that serve. The person who hoped to place a hook in your attention will try again with sweetness. Their timing will be curious rather than caring. Curiosity without respect is a mask you are done entertaining. Take ownership of your calendar with courage. Block 1 hour daily for necessary quiet and label it as non-negotiable. Protect it like you would protect a child sleeping safely. If a visit feels wrong in your bones, it is wrong enough to decline. Your bones keep old wisdom that your mind sometimes forgets. Old wisdom belongs at the front of your choices. Write your future in short sentences that carry weight. I move carefully. I sign rarely. I choose peace. Simple promises build strong walls. A voice may attempt to drag you into a sudden apology tour. You are not responsible for feelings that weaponize themselves. You are responsible for standing in clean truth. Your voice has a new pitch that the untrustworthy cannot hold. It is steady, measured, and without unnecessary decoration. Pretenders prefer confusion, you now speak in clear weather. Prepare a short response for pressure disguised as generosity. I will think about it. Send the details. I will get back to you. These are solid doors that swing only from your side. Revisit the place where you almost gave too much. See it with new eyes and close the window that once invited the draft. Closure restores warmth to your rooms. When you walk outside, keep your attention anchored to your path. Notice the familiar faces, the usual cameras, and the corner where traffic blends. Anchored attention makes you invisible to opportunists. You are learning to be unavailable to chaos. You answer only to clarity, timing, and alignment. This unavailability is your invisible armor. A day that tried to break you has become a clean ledger of victories. The victories are quiet and they compound. Each good choice pays interest into your future. Choose companions who understand that silence is not distance. The right people will love your boundaries because they keep love honest. The wrong people will test them because they keep control impossible. Archangel Michael says, your home keeps a new temperature of peace. Keep windows latched against manipulative drafts. Keep doors open only to names written on your list of honesty. When news arrives, let it sit on the counter while you steep your calm. Read once for facts, twice for tone, and not at all for panic. You do not ingest every spice that others throw into the pot. You may feel tempted to make a grand statement about your growth. Choose instead to live it in quiet strength. Time and fruit are better speeches than fanfare. The next few weeks will reward steady routines. Wake, water, work, rest, and a small walk in the open air. Consistency builds a satellite that orbits your peace day and night. Keep 3 envelopes marked with certainty. One for what must be signed after full clarity, one for what must be stored safely, and one for what must be declined. This small ritual simplifies complex moments. Your sleep is part of your protection plan. Dim the lights before midnight and let screens retreat. The body that rests well becomes the mind that chooses well. If a memory returns with a sting, treat it like a splinter that taught you where not to place your hand. Respect the lesson and release the pain. Lessons kept and pain released is the math of wisdom. Remember the objects that traveled through the storm with you. The notebook, the key, the ring, the folded page. Keep them as witnesses that you do not fold under pressure. Your work will begin to feel lighter because you are removing invisible cargo. People who took without asking will slowly disappear. What remains will be enough and then more than enough. Plan small rewards for consistent boundaries. A cup brewed with patience, a walk timed with sunset, a song that belongs only to your safe hours. Rewards teach the nervous system that safety is worth the effort. Return to your finances and simplify subscriptions that do not serve. Cancel noise and keep only value. Money saved quietly becomes power used wisely. Secure a backup of your essential documents in a place beyond your daily reach. A secondary location keeps your tomorrow safe from today's accidents. Forward thinking is a love letter to your future self. Speak kindly to yourself when you practice saying no. The first times will feel strange and then they will feel natural. The voice you hear most often must be a friend. A new steadiness settles in your chest when you refuse to match the volume of drama. You choose ground, not height. Ground holds, height sways. Notice how your skin feels when you enter a room that respects your boundaries. Temperature, breathing, and shoulders all change. Your body knows the truth before words arrive. Keep a single sentence near your desk that recenters your day. I answer only to clarity. This sentence becomes the doorway that everything must pass through. Your laughter will return without cost. It will not depend on approval or permission. It will live in the same house as wisdom, and they will not argue. A person who once confused you will try to return with a new story. You recognize patterns even when costumes change. Recognition without participation is freedom. Your schedule no longer bends around people who treat you like a resource. It bends around purpose, health, and honest love. Bending for the right reasons keeps the spine strong. When invitations come, check the fine print that speaks without words. Location, time, and company tell you everything. Silence can be loud with meaning. If you must step into a difficult room, bring the boundary rules with you like a script. Pauses, written confirmations, and exits. Scripts reduce the chances of improvising under pressure. The temptation to explain your growth will fade. You will prefer the quiet of progress to the noise of persuasion. Those who need to see will see by fruit. Your hand learns the weight of the pen when a signature is worthy. The worthy documents will feel heavy with fairness and clarity. The unworthy ones will feel flimsy, no matter the title on the page. A peaceful home is not an accident, it is a practiced art. You curate sound, light, and company. Your curation becomes a sanctuary that weakens every snare. Archangel Michael says, "Your steps now carry a quiet authority that cannot be borrowed by those who rush." Authority without noise is a rare and protective gift. Carry it like a lantern cupped against the wind. You can let some numbers go silent without guilt. Not every buzz deserves a hand. Not every ding deserves a door. Take inventory of your yes and your no at the end of each day. 2 columns, 2 truths, 1 clear picture. Adjust tomorrow from what you learned today. The circle around you grows healthier as your boundaries strengthen. Unhealthy patterns lose oxygen and drift away. What remains can breathe and build. There will be mornings where you feel the echo of the old storm. Smile at the echo and continue. Echoes cannot change the weather when your sky has cleared. Your future paths begin to appear without force. The right messages feel simple, viable, and open to reasonable review. This is how real opportunity speaks. Keep celebrating the quiet wins that no one else notices. A delayed reply that prevented a mistake. A deleted link that carried a snare. A pause that saved a signature. Release the need to be understood by those who prefer fog. You are building under sunlight now. Sunlight grows what can survive truth. A new habit will form around your first hour and last hour each day. Gentle start, gentle finish, strong middle. The day obeys how you open and how you close. You have proven that warning can become wisdom and fear can become focus. This proof lives in your posture now. Shoulders relaxed, jaw unclenched, gaze direct. What once looked like punishment has turned into protection. The delay protected your assets, your name, and your peace. Protection dressed as inconvenience is a faithful friend. You are free to welcome better voices into your life. They speak in full sentences and keep their promises. They ask for time rather than demand a hurry. If something tries to tug at you with the string of guilt, follow the string back to its source. If the source is control, cut the string. If the source is care, keep the connection with clarity. There is growing room in your days again. Creativity returns without the theft of urgency. Ideas arrive because the door is no longer crowded. Keep your attention on small levers that move large outcomes. A weekly review, a monthly archive, a quarterly purge. Levers make work light. Choose what enters your ears with the same care as what enters your home. Gossip is clutter and it charges rent in peace. You own no room to noise. Archangel Michael says, the chapter that began with warning is closing with wisdom etched into your daily steps. You carry lessons that shine without announcement. The shine attracts what is true and repels what is false. Walk forward with the knowledge that your life belongs to clear choices made under steady light. This knowledge is a shield that does not tire. The shield will remain as long as you remain faithful to the calm that saved you. Archangel Michael says, the next stretch of your journey asks for quiet courage that does not flash. You will practice small disciplines that build tall walls around your peace. Each choice will be a brick and each boundary will be the mortar that holds. The M.O. Keep your first thoughts warm and simple. Think of safety, clarity, and strength in that order. Let each thought anchor your chest before you take a single step. You will receive signals that feel like gentle taps on your shoulder. These taps will arrive when a room grows strange or a voice turns sharp beneath a smile. The taps are not panic, they are guidance that loves you. When a message arrives that pushes for immediate action, breathe and schedule a slower reply. Slowness is a filter that traps lies. The truth can walk through slowness without losing its shape. Your privacy is a garden with a gate. The key remains in your hand and the gate opens only for names that honor your pace. Honor is the password that grants entry. A familiar person may appear with a new tone of urgency. They will praise your wisdom while nudging you toward a rushed agreement. Praise designed to hurry you is not praise you must accept. The afternoon light will remind you of everything you preserved by pausing. You will notice how much energy has returned to your body. This energy becomes a shield you can hold without shaking. If a document requires your attention, study it as if it were a map across unfamiliar ground. Find the hills, valleys, and hidden swamps before you travel. Maps studied in daylight prevent rescues after dark. People who love you will respect your review process. They will not call your caution an insult. They will wait because they value your safety as much as you do. You will hear a story about an opportunity that seems to solve everything. Opportunities that require secrecy and speed often carry a price you only discover later. You are free to decline any gift that demands your silence. There is strength in keeping your calendar crisp. Appointments rest in their squares like stones that do not slide. Sliding stones bruise the feet and you are done with bruises. Prepare one calm sentence that fits every pressured moment. Say that sentence like a key in a familiar lock. It will open the exit that leads you back to clarity. You are learning to walk past manipulation without turning your head. The path forward does not detour into needless explanations. Forward keeps your breath steady and your posture tall. If an old memory tries to claim today's choices, thank it and release it. The lesson remains and the shame dissolves. Lessons kept without shame become wisdom that travels light. Choose the company of people who understand the value of pauses. They will not crowd you with noise or weigh you with demands. They will share a silence that heals. There is a quiet technology to safety. It lives in passcodes, backups, and permissions you review with care. You now speak this language as easily as your own. A small rhythm will steady your hours. Work, water, walk, and a moment in natural light. This rhythm hums beneath your tasks like a faithful engine. Your inbox becomes a gate with rules. Unknown senders wait outside until proven clean. Urgent requests follow the path of verification without exception. If you sense a tug toward an old room that drained you, stay where your feet are warm. Warmth is a compass that never lies. Cold hands make clumsy choices and you have learned to keep them covered. You will notice your sleep deepen as your boundaries harden. Deep sleep repairs what stress bent. Rested bones stand straighter in the morning. There is a folder with your name that belongs in a safer place. Move it there and let your shoulders drop. Safety is not a performance, it is a placement. Money becomes clearer when you remove the fog of impulse. A brief delay transforms spending into stewardship. Stewardship builds a future that does not shake. You own no access to those who weaponize familiarity. Familiar does not equal faithful. Faithful stands with you when your no is firm. You may feel a soft bravery in your throat when you speak. That bravery is the child of all your careful pauses. It will not shout, it will simply hold the note of truth. Archangel Michael says, "The hour that once threatened you now works for you like a loyal watchman." The watchman is your routine and your rules. With them, even noise becomes harmless weather. A stranger's compliment is not a credential. Credentials live in references, records, and time that proves intention. You have the right to confirm before you commit. You will refine a short checklist for every agreement. Who, what, why, how, and where the record lives. Checklists shrink the room where confusion likes to hide. Keep an eye on small leaks that drain large reservoirs. Leaks live in subscriptions you do not use and favors you cannot afford. Patching the leaks returns strength you did not know you lost. A tidy desk tells your nervous system that you are safe. Safety opens the door to clear thinking. Clear thinking keeps you out of rooms that cost too much. When doubts whisper, let the facts speak. Facts are the stones in your pocket that do not float away. Hold them and keep walking. You can feel generous without becoming exposed. Generosity paired with boundaries becomes a blessing that remains intact. Exposure pretending to be generosity becomes a wound. Guard your morning and your evening with small rituals. The day meets you where your ritual places you. Calm rituals place you on solid ground. A person may attempt one last urgent move before your new habits lock in. You will see it coming because you recognize the rhythm of pressure. Recognition is your early exit. You will craft responses that are both kind and final. Kindness keeps your heart clean and finality keeps your schedule honest. This combination builds a life that breathes. Each time you decline a rushed signature, the future thanks you. Each time you verify a demand, the present steadies. Each time you slow down, the past loses its hold. The next door you open will have windows for light to come in. You will see the room fully before entering. Full sight is a quiet thrill that replaces the old adrenaline of risk. Archangel Michael says, your steadiness has become a message that travels ahead of you. Rooms will adjust to your clarity. People who value truth will draw closer while pretenders drift back into their own fog. The pressure you once carried has dissolved into discipline. Discipline is lighter than fear because it does not argue. It simply stands where it belongs. When you look at the date that once tried to frighten you, you will feel nothing sharp. You will feel the cool confidence of a person who honored their safety. That feeling is a certificate signed by your own courage. What remains now is the building of a season with simple beams. Honesty, rest, clean records, and careful speech. These beams hold a roof that does not leak in any weather. Walk forward with your chest open and your jaw loose. Loose jaws do not grind through nights. Open chests invite breath that keeps decisions clear. Share your pace only with those who can match it without grabbing the wheel. The right companions will bring maps, not commands. Together you will travel without losing yourselves. Your peace will become the atmosphere others notice first. They will adjust their volume when they step near you. Calm gravity bends noise into quiet. You have mastered the art of being unreachable to manipulation. Unreachable does not mean cold, it means consistent. Consistency is the new story your life tells. Keep this chapter's lessons within easy reach. They fit on a card, in a pocket, and in your bones. When the wind changes, the lessons remain. Archangel Michael says, the warning has fulfilled its purpose and the guidance has taken root. You walk a path that answers to light and not to noise. The light remains, and so do you, strong, steady, and safe.